Hey guys, I'm Deepthi and in this video I'm going to be testing out some really new popular makeup products that caught my attention, and I think it was time for me to switch up some products, and I was a little bit bored with all of the products that I already own and it was not inspiring me. And also I know I'm back after a really long time, so I'll just give you guys a quick update to that as well and what I've been up to and everything. Let's get started. So I have really been into self-care, meaning with my hair, my face, skincare, everything. I'm just trying to invest more time in myself because I feel like after childbirth I've neglected it so much. I'm like a little bit more conscious about my diet. I have started to go back to the gym so much more regularly right now, and also been trying a lot of products for my skin, hair and all of that. And you guys know I receive a lot of products on a day-to-day basis, and in this process I was going through my packages and I was really impressed with this brand for stepping up their skincare game and coming up with products that no other brand has come up with. This one is the Derma 15% vitamin C intense brightening ampule kit. Okay, so if you feel like you've tried the maximum percentage of vitamin C, it is not working out for your skin, it is losing its efficacy over time, and it's not, it's oxidizing, it's not potent enough, it's just not working out, I think you should definitely try this one out because these are freshly prepared supercharged vitamin C serums. So you get like 7 ampule sets here, and these are freshly prepared. They contain the most purest and potent form of vitamin C, that is L-ascorbic acid, and you get 15% of it. You get 7 fresh mix of ampules, each sealed in small vials to ensure maximum efficacy and stability. Since these are freshly prepared, there is no chance of oxidation, and also, like I mentioned, it contains the purest and the most potent form of vitamin C, that is L-ascorbic acid, which is known to work on your skin, like to even out your skin tone, give you more clear, bright skin. And if you are someone who has stubborn dark spots, I think this would be of great help for you. I feel the effectiveness of this in terms of results is superior compared to any other serums in the market. So each of these ampules, after mixing, you have to use it within 2 to 3 minutes. Like once you're used how much ever required quantity, you can seal it back in and use it the next day as well. And it is recommended to start slow and increase the dosage of it because it's a very potent form of vitamin C. Just don't go like heavy-handed with it. Use it just once a day and then see how your skin is working out, and you can increase the dosage and everything. And I've been really loving how it's working out for my skin. I'm always in for trying out new skincare products. I've been actually really loving the vitamin C serums from Derma, but when they came up with this one, I just wanted to give it a shot. And there are so many other new products that they've launched that has been catching my attention, so definitely do check these products out and use my coupon code Deepthi2025 on the Derma website for additional discount. These products are also available on Amazon, Nykaa, Purple and Flipkart. And Derma's products are fragrance free, and every single time you shop from the Derma website, they help link your order to a child. They help educate along with Bhumi Foundation. As part of their Young Scientist initiative, they have empowered 20,000 plus students. And now moving on, I've just applied this vitamin C. I've still been loving only this moisturizer. I have tried a lot of moisturizers, it's part of my job, but the Bioderma Autoderm cream is my best bud and I cannot stop using it. And if you guys have noticed, there is a Dyson Coral there. I have got it just so that I can like do something with my hair, and I have actually pretty silky straight hair, but sometimes it just doesn't look very appealing to me. I don't have the patience to like quietly take my time and straighten or curl or do anything of that sort. So this is all I'm going to be doing, like very haphazardly, and I like it. It's very effective. It's very friendly to use, like for a beginner like me and for someone who doesn't have patience with hair. I like the result, and if you have more patience and better hair texture, not as dry as mine, it would actually look really, really nice. My hair color is fading. This is my next thing in my list to fix my hair color, which I'm not going to be doing anytime soon because I have been facing very rampant hair fall, and I can't attribute it to what it was. Like maybe it was stress, maybe something else. I don't know what the underlying cause was. Got a blood work done and everything seemed fine, so I'm not sure what really is causing this hair fall, but I did switch up my diet a lot, you guys. Like I was falling sick, if you guys remember, from the month of August back to back, every month, every other week pretty much. And so I felt like I was eating a lot of chicken because I was also working out and I needed that protein intake, but I feel like it was not working out for me. Like, you know, I fall sick when I eat it more than usual. Maybe the heat, I'm not sure. Maybe, I don't know, the quality of the meat we're getting here. So I just had to stop it, like completely stop eating that. Pretty much just sticking to eggs right now. That's the kind of protein I am taking and supplements. Now for concealer, I got this Insight Skin Touch Longwear stick concealer in the shade medium orange as a color corrector, because I wanted to see if this works out for my skin. It looks very like nearing my skin color. And another thing, if you guys have noticed, this is not as predominant and stark as it was before, because I went back for my laser hair reduction session, you guys. After 2 years, I was pregnant, I was breastfeeding, so it's not recommended to do it when you are doing that. And once I stopped, I just couldn't wait to go back. And just one session after that break, you can see it has made a world of a difference, and it has reduced the hair growth so much. Like the frequency of the hair coming out is so much lesser now. And when I was shaving like consistently, it started to look like a stubble, and it was leaving like, you know, a dark pigmentation as well. But now I love it and I can't wait to go back. I want to be more consistent with that. They usually recommend like you come back within 3 to 4 weeks, I think, between sessions, and not to take a huge gap like I did back in the day. I used to like go for one session, then skip like 3 to 4 months, not go back. But this time I made up my mind to go back consistently. Anyways, now moving on to eyebrows. Finally, I picked up this one. This is the Maybelline Brow Define and Blend eyebrow pencil. I think I got this in the shade, what shade is this? Grey brown? Yeah, grey brown. Because brown is just too red looking on my eyebrows and black is too black. So I thought I'll get grey brown. That's pretty much like things I've been doing. And oh my god, I have been loving to work out. I don't miss it. I have a personal trainer, and I like to take personal training because I would just dodge certain workouts. I wouldn't do it the way I'm supposed to do it. I'll just like skip certain like reps, and I would try to do it a little bit more on the easy way. But when someone's watching and you have accountability towards that, you would do it so much better. And I've been loving how my body's taking shape, and my diet and everything. I've been eating pretty much clean, try to cut out as much sugar as I can. And I'm not someone who can stay completely without sugar. I know there are a lot of people like my husband who can completely cut out sugar and just be fine, but I can't do that. At least for like coffee and everything, I need it. Okay, this eyebrow pencil is okay. It's like not very intense. Maybe that's a good thing for certain people, but for me, I don't like applying so much pressure. So while I took a break, I was just focusing on myself. I actually had a burnout, you guys. Like, I was working continuously. I don't remember the last time I even took a break. And I count that to be a blessing, because not a lot of people get to do this, you know, for a living and completely count on the income on this from this one and call it a job. Because it was also something I really like doing. It is my passion, but the exhaustion that comes with it, the work, everything was just a little bit draining, and I just wanted some time off. With all of this positive things comes also a lot of negative things, like people are vile on the internet, and I think I was just getting a burnout. The comments were getting to me. And it's not usually the comments in the long format video. It is usually the comments in the short form videos, like shorts. People just come, they're like passerbys, but they leave the most wild comments. And sometimes I just have my time. I have fun with those comments too. I reply, I snap back. But sometimes I'm just like, oh my god, just leave. Just leave, will you? Okay, anyways, I have got a lot of new products. I will be compiling all of this in another video and talking about it more precisely in that. But something that caught my attention of late is this K-Beauty Soft Matte Full Coverage Foundation. And there's not a lot of buzz about this launch. I'm not sure why, but I got this one in the shade 145N. Really like the packaging, and in the previous foundation I really like the finish of that, but I don't really have a perfect match. Like I got the shade 130Y, which seemed a little bit light, so I got the shade 145N thinking it might match me pretty well. Yeah, I think it's a good match. I'm not sure why this launch was so hush hush. Usually anything K-Beauty does is a little bit more renowned. It has a nice creamy consistency. Like it's not runny, but it's like creamy. Ooh, look at that coverage. And I like the shade match. I actually like it. It's not bad, not bad. Maybe I could have gone for the shade 150N, I think, to match my neck. But I think once with having the concealer on and everything, it would look a lot better. Okay, mine is not looking matte, maybe because of my skin prep and the primer, which adds a little bit of glowiness to my base. It is a matte foundation. If you don't have oily skin, you might not really like it. But if you have oily skin, I think you'd love the finish of this. It has that very soft matte finish. And for me with this skin prep, I actually really like this. Okay, I love the finish of this foundation. After a long time, I've been really liking something from K-Beauty. And then for concealer, I actually picked up something from Insight Cosmetics, and I also have a Colourpop concealer. I'm not sure which one I want to use. This one is the Insight Mega Cover Concealer. And this is in the shade MN20 for medium skin with neutral undertone. This is what the packaging of this looks like. It looks a little bit dark, so let's see. Okay, it looks a little too yellow. So blending this out with my mask brush. Okay, it's a very yellow looking concealer. Sort of balances out the amount of pink on my face. But it's a little too yellow for my liking. It has like very light coverage, very light coverage. So I'm not sure what is this called. Mega Cover Concealer. It's not a mega cover or anything. It's just a very light coverage concealer, which I'm not a very big fan of actually. I'm going to be using this Colourpop Pretty Fresh Concealer. I got this one in the shade Medium 100 Warm. This also is pretty yellow. Ooh, this is nice and fresh. It's exactly what the name suggests. Medium coverage and just fresh looking under eyes. Again, a little too yellow for my liking. But I think I should have, but that's on me. I should have taken a like more neutral shade. But the Insight Concealer on the other hand mentioned that it's neutral, but it's very yellow. Moving on to liquid contour, I bought this e.l.f. Camo liquid bronzer and contour. I got this one in the shade 5 medium. I just wanted something a little bit warm for my skin, not something that's too cool toned. This actually has a good olive undertone, blends out easily and very pigmented. And then for blush, I have a lot of these mass liquid blushes, and I'm going to be taking this shade called Peach Pie and applying this on my face. It's a beautiful terracotta peachy shade. Ooh, it's pigmented. Don't do what I did, you guys. Take it on the back of your hand and then apply it. And it's a nice matte finish. Usually all of these liquid blushes will have a little bit of dewiness. I know a lot of people don't really like that, but this is like matte. Perfect for this weather condition, I feel like. Another update I wanted to give you guys is that I got myself a new electric car. I had my first car when I think it was in 2017, and it's just the mileage was not working out for the city. I live in Bangalore, which is like known for traffic, and I wanted an electric car that is compact and something that I can drive around. I just stopped driving around because of the amount of traffic that was here, and I just don't find it to be like calming for me to drive in chaos like that. But I got myself a Comet EV, MG Comet EV, and I've been loving to drive ever since. It's so compact for the city, and I just love driving it around. It's so easy to park. I can just park anywhere pretty much. I just find it so much more easier to maneuver within the city. It is so cost effective in terms of like the fuel consumption, which I earlier had a very big issue with. and this I just charge, and in a single run I get 200 kilometers. So I have been loving my new car. There were a couple of issues from the time I got my car, like freshly delivered. On the day of delivery, the evening, the car just switched off in the middle of the road and it was just not moving. And electric cars, you can't push it around like your normal petrol cars would. And I was pissed. Of course I would be, but after some software updates company's end, it has been working pretty well now. Fingers crossed. I hope there's no further issues. To fix this under eye situation, which it looks so yellow, I'm going to be using this Cherry Blossom loose powder from Huda Beauty. For eyeshadow, I got these e.l.f. Finest Fleck glitter eyeshadow. I got this in 2 shades. One is Straight Fire and Pop of Pink, but pink wouldn't go with this look, so I will try this out. I'm not sure if I would like it. This would work as a good eyeshadow topper, I think. Not so much on its own, but it looks beautiful. Looks nice. Very, very subtle. And then for kajal, I got myself a couple of colored kajals because I was bored of everything I owned and I just wanted to try out something brown, a little bit more pigmented. So the most suggested ones were this one. This is from Color Bar. This is their Made for Magic Just Smoky Kajal in the shade Just Brown, and this is K Beauty 24-hour long lasting transfer proof smudge proof kajal, and this is also in the shade brown. Swatching the Color Bar kajal. Okay, this is a bit shimmery, like bronzy, and I don't want that, so I'm gonna go for the K Beauty one. Wow, it's beautiful and pigmented, and it's brown. It doesn't look black as such. It's like a beautiful brownish red shade actually. For mascara, I'm going to be using a combination of these two, which I've been really loving of late. This one is the Stila Huge Extreme Lash Mascara. I didn't find any new mascaras that I wanted to pick up. I wanted one, but it is out of stock everywhere. This is a good lengthening mascara actually. It adds pretty good volume too. I picked it up on a really good discount from Myntra, and this is from Nykaa. This one is their Superlight mascara. This is a good lengthening mascara. The combination of these two I actually really like. It also holds that curl in place. I like it. For someone who has pretty non-existent lashes, I like how my eyes are looking. And now for lips, I saw that these Insight lip liners were doing rounds everywhere. I got only one of it delivered. I think the other one is still on the way. This is in the shade Cardinal Rose. I'm not a very big lip liner person. The only other lip liner I've ever used is the Mars one, which I really like. But this is how this shade looks like. Okay, it's a deep pinkish kind of shade. I would definitely want to pick up more shades. And it is not really transfer proof. And also from Insight, they have this new soft lip cream. So this is in the shade Nitro Ignite. I'm gonna take off this lip liner. Just absolutely love the shade. It's going so well with this outfit, even though I had no freaking idea it would be the same shade. And I'm going to let this rest on my lips for a bit. So meanwhile, while this is on my lips, I'm just going to quickly run you through my makeup products. I like the finish of this foundation. I love the coverage of this. But I just wish that I picked up a different shade, because this looks ashy on my skin. Like, the shade is not for my skin tone. Like, I don't think I would go for a neutral shade from K Beauty henceforth, because they pull very, very pink. But I think the undertone, I mean the shade depth is pretty okay. Like, just the undertone is very, very off, so that is one thing. But I really like the finish, the coverage, and the way it looks on my skin. It's not exaggerating anything with really good skin prep. It actually has a beautiful soft matte finish and just looks really nice. And I think this would work out really well for a lot of people with oily skin, and especially as the summer months are approaching. I like this color corrector, but it's very, very mild. Okay, it's pretty affordable, but it's also very, very like subtle color correction. So if you have very intense dark circles, these color correctors from Insight pretty much would not work out for your skin tone, because they are very lightly pigmented color correctors and don't have that with this, it doesn't have that thickness or the depth of color. Both. It's a very light stick formulation, light product, which blends very well, but also doesn't cover or conceal, doesn't correct anything as much. The concealer from Inside, I'm not a very big fan of. Very light coverage and also pulls very yellow on my skin. The Pretty Fresh concealer, I like the finish, but the shade match again is a little too yellow for my liking, and I like the finish part, and I really like the coverage, the way it looks really nice and fresh underneath my eyes. It's a decent wearing concealer. It's not the most long wearing concealer. None of these are. There are very few concealers that last really well on my under eye area, and those have turned out to be my favorite products. And then coming to the liquid blush, these are like matte liquid blushes, and they are very pigmented, very long wearing, and a lot of you guys would really love it, especially for this weather condition, or even if you just want to use it just on its own without any, like, you know, a lot of makeup underneath it, and just like a quick blush on your face. This would work out, but just make sure to take it at the back of your hand and then apply it. Don't apply it like I did just straight away, because it's a little bit harder to blend, because it is very pigmented and matte, but it looks beautiful on the skin. It's not something that skips it. It's not something that clings on to any dry patches. The bronzer I like, but I feel like it's a little bit, what do I call it, little bit olive toned for my liking. Like, I like a warm neutral bronzer. Then the eyebrow product, again, it gives you a subtle filling in effect, but doesn't work out for me. I wanted something a little bit more pigmented and something I didn't really have to apply a lot of pressure with. These pressed eyeshadows from e.l.f, however, I really like. They're not very buttery, they're not like very soft, but they have the color payoff you are looking for, and they work really well as eyeshadow toppers. The kajal from K Beauty, I absolutely love. I love how my eyes are looking right now, and this was the kind of brown I was looking for, with a little bit of, like, you know, different undertone to it, where it shows up like a brown for me, and pops my brown eye a lot more. The lip liner, absolutely love it. I'm going to pick up more shades. They are so creamy and pigmented and give you a nice application, but they're not too creamy to the extent where they might probably bleed or a little bit harder to line. They're not like that, but they are borderline creamy, like maybe some of you guys wouldn't like it. In that way, I feel like the Mars lip liners are so much better, like the original form of Mars lip liners. They just have that right amount of creaminess, but they don't like bleed as well, and give you the right kind of precision. They're not too drying. This one is also really nice, but they're not very transfer proof. They are a little bit on the creamier side. And this soft lip cream, I don't know why they named it that way, because it's pretty much settled down on my lips and don't really have that velvety finish like the Mars one does, or the Romand lip tints. Like, it is like any other liquid lipstick, and a little bit sticky, but look nice, and the color payoff is really good. But do you absolutely need this? I'm not sure, because we have so many such products in the market, and even from Inside itself, so many liquid lipsticks. So I'm not sure of the point of this. I thought it would be a little bit more airy and velvety, and that's the reason I picked it up, because it said soft lip cream. You know, it was in my head, but the shade is going so well with this outfit. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. I'm going to be coming up with a review of some more popular makeup products in the next video, like a concise review of a lot of products. Let me know if you want to watch that, and also let me know if you want to watch any more such videos, any video recommendations. Let me know in the comments down below. And while you're at it, give this video a big thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.